We'll begin with a wall plank and end with that. So begin by facing the wall with your palms against the wall at shoulder height, as though you were holding a vertical plank pose. Draw your scapula down your back by trying to pull the paint down the wall. This fires the serratus anterior and helps to keep the tips of the scapula pinned to the rib cage. Next, attempt to push the wall away from you to protract your scapulae. Feel how that separates your shoulder blades and further activates the serratus anterior. And then try to bring your shoulders together without allowing that action to actually happen, forcing the rhomboids to act as additional stabilizers. Finally, externally rotate your shoulders by attempting to twist the wall to the right with your right hand and to the left with your left hand, strengthening the infraspinatus and teres minor and minimizing harm to your biceps tendon. Hold that for just a moment and then release. Notice how your shoulders feel. Now standing with your back against the wall, look down to see that your feet are a comfortable hip-width distance apart, and lean back against the wall with your arms, just so that you can feel the sensation of the wall, and slowly start lifting your arms, raising your arms, sliding them against the wall. Not too high, just noticing where you start to feel any resistance. You are making the smallest snow angels known to man. Just noticing where your natural range of motion wants to stop. It'll be different on everyone. I keep mine rather low. And then once that feels smooth, as you bring your arms up, put a bend in your elbows and lift. Sweep those arms forward, back down. Let's try that again. Again, lifting those arms. Bend in the elbow. This is important. As you lift, notice how different that lift feels. And then the variation would be to, as you lift your arms up, bend and draw those elbows in together before you sweep them down. The next movement is to turn to the side so that your arm is now against the wall, standing out at about 3 o'clock. Start with your arms parallel. Just make an easy circle with that outside arm. Move your arm to another position. Do the same thing. And then continue that all the way around the clock, noticing how your circles get a little wonky or maybe even disappear until you bring your arms back to parallel. Drop your arms, notice how you feel, and then turn to the other side. Do the same thing. Starting at 3 o'clock, moving your way around the clock. Noticing if this side feels any different than the other. And when you've gone all the way around the clock, drop both arms, notice how you feel. Then go back to facing the wall with your palms against the wall, shoulder height. Draw your scapula down your back. Try to pull the paint down the wall. Fire that serratus anterior. Next, push the wall away from you. Feel how that separates the shoulders. And then bring your shoulder blades together. And finally, externally rotate your shoulders by attempting to twist the wall to your right with your right hand, to the left with your left hand, feeling how that strengthens the infraspinatus and teres minor. Hold that for a moment. Feel the strength in your shoulder girdle. And when you're ready, release. And just notice how your shoulders feel.